Hi guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Here is the unveiling of SuiDex, which is the biggest and largest, greatest, hugest utility ever released for SUI Trump. It has been much waited for since February this year. We are now ready to get rolling with it. You can find the website suidex.org live with dates for our private raise, which is happening on June 1st for Victory Token, which will give you the earliest entry into the ecosystem and revenue share from SuiDex. We're going to be covering today the website launch and, of course, getting into the technical white paper which I've created to make you understand just what we have made for SUI Trump. SUI Trump is a token that I launched back in October 2024. It is a Trump-themed coin on SUI. The token has been doing pretty well recently. In the last couple weeks, we've gone up 100% in the last 30 days. Market cap is currently $400,000 market cap. And SuiDex, the yield farm, is designed to burn the supply of SUI Trump, buy and burn the supply. With a buy and burn, you generally see increased trading volume and advanced buy pressure while the circulating supply of the token, which is 10 billion tokens, continues to go down. Lower circulating supply of a token means it's easier for it, of course, to go up in value because there are less tokens in circulation, especially through a buy and burn. So let's get straight to it and talk about the SuiDex. I'm going to unveil the site right now. I was on a live spaces just earlier, and the streaming for the live spaces didn't go so well, which is why we're making this short video to explain it in more detail. So let's show it. This is the DEX for SuiDex, suidex.org. The pre-sale starts in 23 days and 23 hours. You will be prompted as soon as you come to the site to join the waiting list. I urge anyone who's interested in this raise in SUI Trump in joining us on this journey to please click the join waitlist button and give your details. When you click join waitlist, you will just have to give your name, your email address, your Telegram username, and tell me where did you hear about it? Did you hear about it from us or did you hear about it from someone else? Tell us what you're excited about for SUI, right? And join the waiting list. We've built an extensive dashboard on the back end, which is going to be tracking how many submissions we do get. We've already had 26 submissions and we just launched the site just under an hour ago. So that's fantastic news for that. And then we can start to add you to our alpha Telegram group for SuiDex, which is capped at 1,000 members. There is a reason for that. I will unveil before the private raise begins. And also we can email you and contact you about the raise. You don't have to give your wallet address at this early stage. So it's integral that you join SuiDex and show interest from joining our waiting list, okay? So igniting the next wave of DeFi on SUI. That's what we're doing with SuiDex. Pioneering DeFi on the SUI blockchain with seamless token trading, user-friendly design, sustainable rewards through an emission split model. It is a DEX and yield farm. That's what SuiDex is all about. Here we will have the stats for how we are growing. We will have TVL, how many transactions, how many waiting list users this will start to be populated, and how many trading pairs we have planned for SuiDex. Why choose us? We are going to be an advanced feature for modern traders DEX. Our platform offers the best trading experience with cutting-edge technology and innovative solutions. We're on SUI, right? It will be lightning fast swaps because SUI is highly efficient. The optimal routing which we've created will be able to swap your tokens through generous amounts of token pairs, which will always give you the best price for your swaps. You can earn Victory Token and LP rewards through using SuiDex. Provide liquidity and earn rewards from trading fees on the DEX, or stake your liquidity to earn Victory Token emissions from our yield farm. Enhanced security will be fully audited before launch. Sustainable rewards model. We have the first ever emission split reward model on SUI, designed for long-term stability and growth. The emission split, I will be showing you some graphs and charts in this video to explain exactly why that is amazing and why it's really bullish for this yield farm structure. Advanced analytics, track your investments and performances with detailed analytics and portfolio management tools. We have lots of really fun and unique ways to show you how you're trading, how you're going inside of the DEX and inside of the farm, which I'm really happy about the tools which we have on offer for this. It's going to be the DEX where everyone wins. That's the aim. You trade, earn, and own crypto on SUI with tremendous returns and cutting-edge security. Our platform is designed for both beginners and experienced traders. Join our growing community. You can join our X here, which is the SuiDex HQ, which we just opened today, and join our Alpha Group Telegram capped at 1,000 members right now. So the reward token for the SuiDex is going to be Victory. We are rewarding our community through Victory. Victory is our governance and reward token that powers the SuiDex ecosystem. The reward incentives: you earn Victory tokens as rewards for providing liquidity and single staking blue chip assets. Yes, you can even earn Victory token by single staking USDC or SUI token as well into our farm with no lock. You can lock your Victory token. There's only one lock inside of the SuiDex, which is for Victory token staking. You lock Victory tokens for double rewards, the platform revenue share, and higher yield. And token burn, strategic buyback and burn of Victory using SuiDex platform revenue. The Victory tokenomics are very nice, I have to say, because I made them right. So you can trade, you can swap, you can add liquidity, or you can hodl your Victory tokens. You can earn, you can farm, you can pool, and we burn, right? That's how we work. The SUI farm ecosystem offers high yield farming, a security first approach, a token burn mechanism, and flexible staking options for your Victory token. Here we will have listed all our trusted partners. As we begin to get ready for the private raise, we will be offering more insights into who we are partnering with. This will not just show ecosystem partners and possibly some social media superstars joining us as well, and accounts. We will also be sharing our partner projects, which will be launching with us with SuiDex, okay? Which will mean their communities will have reward pools inside of SuiDex to get Victory token. If you have a coin on Sui and you want to get involved with SuiDex and give your community Victory token rewards, then please apply for a reward pool here. Want your token to be part of our ecosystem? Support your project for review. Submit your project for review to set up a reward pool where users can stake and earn Victory rewards. Only selected projects will be approved. So submit, and we will go through your project. We do already have a couple projects which have already whitelisted for getting involved and getting a reward pool inside of SuiDex. So we want many more, of course. So get involved if you do have a project, or if you want a strategic partnership with us. If you're building something powerful on Sui, partner with us to bring more utility and value to the SUI ecosystem. We're open to working with leading platforms on protocols. Please contact us. Both of these will, again, bring you to our filling in the forms so that we can collect your details to get in touch with you. Here we will show the total burned amount of SUI Trump and the total burned amount of Victory that our SuiDex is performing on. We have our roadmap here. The roadmap is all about getting ready to launch initially, platform launch. We will have our private raise. We will have a hackathon and technical audit running at the same time to make sure that we are very solid and ready for launch. Our DEX launch in Q2 2025. I want to do it in June. And the Victory token distribution of the private raise Victory token purchasers will be given as well before emissions start and before liquidity is added to Victory as well, so that you get the best entry into SuiDex possible. Q3, we want to get listed CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. We want to add more advanced trading features such as limit orders. We want to start development for GameFi, because I think with the character of SUI Trump and the easy, imagery of a horse, we can very much create some fantastic games on SUI. And I think that's really going to be where SUI is going to be kicking off with the, advancements of SUI Play and the object model of their NFTs. I think it's a great plan for the future to get into that, right? And we will be rolling out our governance system for Victory. Then in 2025-26, we will be morphing to V3 liquidity, offering more attractive yield for just simple liquidity providing, as opposed to yield farming, which is a long-term plan, must happen in long term for it to be sustainable. Enterprise partnerships with more of the big hitters on SUI, and integration of AI is on the roadmap. So you might be interested in the private raise. Let me tell you all about it. The private raise is happening on June 1st, 2025. The soft cap for the raise is $15,000. The hard cap for the raise is $100,000. It is a small private raise. If you are interested, you're watching this video, you've seen it, then that means that you are part of a very small number of people who will be involved in this private raise. We've kept it small so that we don't get too big before we get big, if you know what I mean. The token to get into the raise will be USDC. The chain that you will be involved with will be SUI, right? So you're going to have USDC on SUI by the June 1st, right? How does it work? So for the raise, you will be buying Victory token. Now, for the launch, you will get 25% of the victory that you've bought into your wallet before liquidity is added. Before the upon the token generation event, you will have 25% of that victory, so that you get the first entry into the chart. You get the tokens, liquidity is added, people start buying because they missed the pre-sale. Then the farm begins, right, and emissions begin. You will also get 75% of your tokens put into our Victory Locker, which is our locking contract for Victory token. We'll be going into this in this video as well. I have a lot of slides to show you, which will explain it, but I'm going to keep this video to 15 minutes. So let's get going, right? What's going to happen is 75% of your tokens are locked for 100 days in the Victory Locker. While in the Victory Locker, they earn Victory token and SUI coin from our revenue-based protocol. So you're going to be profit sharing with the SuiDex ecosystem inside of there as well. That means that after 100 days, you get 75% of that Victory token back. During that time, you are earning Victory token and SUI token. The minimum investment to get into the raise is $50. The maximum investment per wallet is $3,500. This model I created because I think it is the most sustainable way to make a rewarding raise, not just for people getting into the raise, but also for the strength of the token in the long run. The last thing you want is a raise where 100% of the tokens are in the hands of pre-sale buyers, because then that would add risk of everyone just selling the token on launch. But by being put into the token locker, which is an innovative solution for giving utility to the victory, that means you're earning victory rewards daily from, or every second actually, from the emissions of the farm, and you're also earning the SUI, which will be coming from our fee-based model of the yield farm. Now let's get to the white paper so I can illustrate this a little bit more. If you come here to the top of the site, you will see here a white paper. Let's load it up. Right, and we're going to go through some of the more intricate details of this farm. And specifically, I will be talking about the reward model for SuiDex, okay? Because I think these are the most important parts. Right, so what makes SuiDex different? There are two things, right? The first is our emission curve. This is based on PancakeSwap. It's a 1% weekly decay. If you think about how a yield farm works, you put your liquidity into the farm and you get reward tokens, right? That's called the master chef, which is delivering the tokens to the stakers. We have a 1% weekly decay. That means every week, the amount of tokens given by the master chef goes down by 1%. This is a gradual decline, which adds more long-term controlled growth to the victory supply. We then have a second aspect to SuiDex, which is called the dynamic emission split. This is a first ever on Sui. We shift rewards over time. At the beginning of the farm, more rewards are going to be going to LP stakers. As the farm ages, more rewards are going to victory single stakers. This incentivizes people to continue to lock their victory token because they get more rewards later. Longer pays better. This is the whole theory for that. Time lock staking. So the victory token locker I talked about, where the pre-sale tokens will also be going into the victory token locker, is actually drawing from the VE33, which would be something like Aerodrome or SwapX, right? But we removed the voting aspect of that. Drawing from this model, victory token locker incentivizes users to commit without requiring complex vote locking. By locking your victory token, you earn more victory token and SUI from our revenue model. We are, of course, burning SUI Trump with this as well. We have not forgotten about SUI Trump. SUI Trump is the mascot of SuiDex. Deflation by design. Staked LP and single token assets into SuiDex earn victory token. Fees from deposits and withdrawals are used to buy and burn SUI Trump token, the mascot of SuiDex, driving utility and reducing supply. He will not be left behind. If you're a bit confused about this, it's very simple. You stake your LP token, you earn victory token, you can lock the victory token if you want, or you can trade it, and then you win. That's how the farm works. That's the simplicity, right? Like this, select the pool you like on Sui farm. For example, Sui USDC. You add the liquidity to SuiDex for Sui USDC, 50-50 of each token. You deposit the LP into Sui farm, and then you claim victory tokens as you get them. At any point, you can unclaim your LP and then break your LP, get your assets back, and you can claim the victory token at any time. When you get victory token, you then have the option to lock it into the victory staking contract, the token locker, right? How this works is you get single stake victory. You then have to choose a lock ratio. Longer pays better for the lock. Okay, so if you lock, for example, 1 or 2 years, you're going to get a higher APR than if you locked for 2 weeks. Okay. When you lock, you then start to earn two things. You start earning SUI, which is coming from revenue share of the platform, SUI token coming straight into being able to claim at any time. You're also earning victory token. The victory is coming from the emissions from the master chef. Once your lock is complete, there is zero fee on this. You end your lock and you claim out your principal victory that you locked. Locking victory tokens grants access to SUI revenue share and increasing victory rewards, reducing circulating supply while rewarding long-term holders, sustaining value through utility and scarcity. Through compounding, this can create a powerful loop of infinite yield. Think about it. You farm, you deposit SUI USDC, you get the victory token, you decide to lock 50% of that in here. You then start earning SUI and victory token. You claim that out at any time. You then rotate that back in. Maybe you make a pair with SUI and victory inside the farm, because we'll have that too, right? You then earn more victory token. You lock some of that as well. You then increase your SUI earning. You increase your victory earning. You start locking that as well. Over time, you're increasing not only the output of tokens you're getting from the LP farm, you're also increasing the output of tokens you're getting from the victory locker, creating infinite passive income. Let's talk about the victory token emissions, which I spoke about earlier. So this is the example of the 1% decay. You can see here it begins at 100% emission. We bootstrap this for 4 weeks, which means the emissions from SuiDex will be fixed at 100% emission for the first 4 weeks of the farm's launch, which is going to incentivize a lot of people to come in because the APRs are going to be very high. After 4 weeks, we then begin to decay the emission by 1% a week. The full emission schedule for SuiDex is going to be 3 years. A token like Victory needs to have a finite time of emission. It cannot emit forever. So we have picked a 3-year runway. After 3 years, emissions stop. There's a split of emissions between LPs, single staking, like single staking USDC or SUI token, and single staking Victory token. There are 3 areas of emissions, right? The Victory token is supported by trading fees, buyback and burns, and incentivized Victory token locker rewards. So this is our emission split that I mentioned before. This is the most complex part about SuiDex, but it's the most important thing as well to understand about how it works. The blue and the purple line here is LP staking. For example, SUI and USDC. You are getting rewarded victory token from SUI and USDC. Notice that this line over time, over the 3-year run, is coming down. That means that the master chef is giving a lower allocation of rewards to LP stakers over time. Then we have the green line, which is single staking. Or is that blue? Blue or green? You tell me. Single staking, like staking your USDC or SUI token singly, right? You will get emissions for that in the beginning. Over time, though, we will completely end those emissions. This is a great way to increase TVL of the farm initially to attract people to think, wow, the TVL is massive. But over the long run, it's not very useful for a DEX to have a single stake reward. So over time, this will be phased out, but it will be attractive in the early stages. Then we also have Victory Token Locker. This is the Victory token going to people single staking their victory. Remember, you're getting SUI as well. But as this is continuing and aging, the Victory Token Locker actually starts to get an increase in allocation of victory rewards, which incentivizes more people to lock their victory because they know in the future they're going to get a higher allocation of rewards from single stake victory than they will from LP. This also moves well with our idea of moving to a V3 model in the future because the 3-year runway for victory means after 3 years there will be no more victory emissions. But if we move to V3 model for yield farming, then you will earn more healthily from trading fees on the DEX. How do the fees build up then inside of SuiDex? These fees are what pay the liquidity providers. They burn SUI Trump. They pay the victory token lockers as well, and they go to our treasury as well, right? So for SuiDex transactions, buying, selling, adding liquidity on SuiDex, we copied PancakeSwap's model here. There's a 0.03% fee, same as PancakeSwap, a little bit also Uniswap, but I think it's a bit lower on Uniswap, but it's PancakeSwap the same, right? So from that fee, we send some to liquidity providers. So half of the fee goes to LP providers. That's not staking LP. That's just holding LP. It doesn't matter if you staked it or not. If you staked it or haven't staked it, you get these rewards. The 0.015 will build up in your LP balance as you're holding liquidity in SuiDex. 0.006% of that goes to our treasury. 0.003 goes to victory stakers inside of the victory token lock, right? And 0.003% goes to victory buybacks and burns, because we need to have some form of buyback and burn on victory because it is a high emission token. Then we have the SUI farm liquidity mining. This is depositing your LP tokens into the farm to earn, right? There will be a variable fee for this. So depending on the token pair, we have 3 tiers of token pair. Tier 1 is native tokens. So that would be SUI Trump and SUI Trump USDC, Victory token and SUI, Victory token and USDC. These will have the lowest deposit fee. The is going to be the blue chips, SUI, Walrus, Deep, these kind of coin caps. They will also have a fee, but the fee will be slightly higher. We're talking 1%, 2%, right? And then partner protocols would be coins of smaller market caps which have joined us, and we have incentivized their liquidity by giving them reward pools. They will have the highest fee for entering. From this fee, 40% of that fee is used to buy and burn SUI Trump. That's right. 40% of the fee goes to the token locker to reward victory stakers in SUI coin, and 20% of it goes to the treasury. Why treasury? Treasury is very important. I learned from running SUI Trump. As you know, I've never sold a single SUI Trump token, and actually running a token project is quite expensive. You have a lot of things to pay for: website hosting, servers, technical assistance. You need code teams, you need marketers, you need calls. There's lots of things to pay for. And I realized that with SuiDex, I need to treat it more like a business than a hobby. So that's why we have a treasury for SuiDex. SUI Trump is very important to SuiDex. SUI Trump is the iconic meme mascot of SuiDex, launched by me, Crypto Mischief, in October 2024 with a fixed, fully bonded supply. More than just a meme, SUI Trump powers the farm. 40% of all SUI farm fees are used to buy back and burn SUI Trump, driving and aggressive deflation as volume rises, supply falls, rewarding holders who waited patiently. The SUI Trump SUI pool receives a huge share of victory missions, the largest actually, unlocking unmatched passive income. By staking LP tokens, holders turn meme conviction into real yield. It's the ultimate utility meets community moment on the SUI blockchain, and I believe that's 100% true. If you're watching this again and you have a coin on SUI, please apply for a reward pool at SuiDex.org. If you're watching this and you're building something on SUI, or you are a call, or you are a man of influence, or you are a man of technical know-how, then please also, we're very happy to talk to you as well. The roadmap we already covered, and we have our socials. We have SuiDex.org, our website, SuiDex HQ, our X, which new X account we just opened today. So please get involved with that. And also our Telegram group we just opened. Please get involved with that. And of course, SuiTrump.com. We have SUI Trump coin on X and our SUI Trump public Telegram. That's pretty much everything I want to cover today in this video. I wanted to do 10 minutes. I went 22. Hey ho, that's what happens. So get involved with us. If you are interested in the private raise, then please signify your interest by joining our waiting list and letting us know that you are keen on getting going with it. June 1st, get your USDC ready for the newest yield farm opportunity, the biggest and fastest growing blockchain in the world right now. So that's what's going on. And of course, SUI Trump holders, keep holding your SUI Trump. If you don't own SUI Trump yet, might be a great time to invest because we are going places, that's for sure. Crypto Mischief, see you soon. I'll be in lots of X spaces. I'll be talking a lot more about SuiDex in the future. So I'll keep you posted. Peace. Don't get wrecked.